Testing. Alright, I've played this a little bit already, but I haven't gotten very far. Let's see what I can do. Oh man, that does not control well. There we go.
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red but it came up black.
Oh, hey!
If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
No!
Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point.
Okay, stop.
Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. Don't worry, I'll save your progress, always. Even your mistakes. This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking.
Okay.
The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products.
It looked easier when they were doing it. Oh my god.
In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts.
Shut up, Fuddy.
And it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed.
Crap.
Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery.
Cheating.
And the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling
I can't
and
remember
losing
how to get
everything.
through this. Do I just...
Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real.
He's kind of right there, sort of, in game design.
The obstacles in Sexy Hiking are unyielding,
Okay,
and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make a frustrating game.
Wait, do I...
The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past the new obstacle was my fault, as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real.
What do I do now?
When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas. And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with, and in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world, not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
Slow. Okay. And then... Oh! Yes!
For years now, people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world. And for the most part, that hasn't happened, because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are. I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context, and once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age. And you can build culture out of trash. But only trash culture. B games, B movies, B music, B philosophy.
Okay, now I shut up. Where I told myself that I wasn't going to play rage games, and I just watched other people do it. But then it's just like, I'm watching the guys finally completing it and the sense of satisfaction that they got from doing it. So I wanted to give it a try myself. I played it a little bit before booting up the stream, and I do know how to get around some of the obstacles just watching people. Like, for example, I know this one you're supposed to... Oh, these controls looked so much easier when other people did it. Like that, I guess? Yeah.
Maybe this is what digital culture is.
Sure,
A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand,
even though
infinite, and unsorted.
Kind of doing the exact same thing here with this game. I mean, this game is literally...
There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, Scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on LiveLeak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled. Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years of persevering disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight.
I don't remember this. Okay, that is super slippery. Okay, what if I just... like... put the hammer there... launch! Okay, maybe... Oh, wow. I don't know how I did that. Maybe that's not the way... Oh, wait. The box is over there. Do I go over there? No, stop. Why did you do that? Stop. Down. And launch!
In this context, it's tempting to make friendly content that's gentle, that lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things?
Hold it. Okay. I'm actually not doing too badly. Stop. He just does these sudden movements. Maybe my mouse sensitivity's up too high. Okay. The hammer there. Or... if I push that up, I'm just going to bounce my head. I'm just going to try it like that. Oh, no. Oh, whoa. What am I doing?
Oh.
No. Oh, my...
When games were new, they wanted a lot from you. Daunting you, taunting you, resetting, delaying you. Players played stoically.
Shut up.
Now everyone's turned off by that.
Shut up.
They want to burn through it quickly. A quick fix for the fickle. Some tricks for the clicks of the feckless. But that's not you. You're an acrobat. You could swallow a baseball bat.
What? wish you'd keep playing that piano music. It's kind of relaxing. Oh! I'm okay with this. So I don't think I can get that. What if I aim for that couch over there? And launch!
Now I know, most likely you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, while some dude with 10 million views does it for you. Like a baby bird being fed chewed up food. That's culture too.
Well, I'm not doing that right now, but I did originally. So, sue me. So what? So what if I did? Oh, no, no!
What?
Oh my god. Because I know it's just a big hole down there, and if I fall down that, I'm gonna, like, get way the hell back. Okay, let's do this carefully. Oh. Okay, we'll just do it step by step. And over there. Up. No, no, why did you go that way? Oh no. Oh god, what am I caught on?
Whoa.
No! 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 No, no. Okay. I'm calm. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. Up.
Whoop.
Okay. These controls aren't too horrific. Put the hammer down. Slowly. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Don't do that. Pull it back. Here we go. And look. No, no, no. Stop. Okay. Good. And launch. And up.
Whoop.
Oh, whoa. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. Let me up. Let me up. Oh, yes. 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 Down there. I'm assuming I'll go that way to the left. God, why do I not remember this? I watched like 3 other YouTubers do this. Oh, yes. Okay.
But on the off chance that you're playing this, what I'm saying is, trash is disposable, but maybe it doesn't have to be approachable. What's the feeling like? Are you stressed? I guess you don't hate it if you got this far. Feeling frustrated?
Stressful.
It's underrated.
I've not been doing this for very long. And it is so stressful. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that is not
An orange is sweet, juicy fruit locked inside a bitter peel. That's not how I feel about a challenge. I only want the bitterness. It's coffee. It's grapefruit. It's licorice.
Fuck you, orange. Oh, this is... If I'm right with how far to the left I just moved there, that cliff edge is gonna mean, like, certain doom, I think. Oh no. And I have to go up, don't I? Oh no. Oh no. Let's take this slowly, carefully. Do I hear a bell? I thought I heard a bell. Okay. Can I just... Can I... No, I don't go far enough. Why do I have to do it like this? Oh, no. Oh!
Whoop.
Oh! Oh, no. It only gets steeper. Okay. Slow. Let's get places where my hammer will actually grip. No, 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 no. Okay. Oh man, my heart's beating. Oh, this game. Oh no. Let's get a little closer to the rock. Okay. 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 Oh, is that too steep? Can I not grab there? Oh no. I don't think I can grab there, can I? Oh, what do I do? What do I do? I'm going to I'm gonna do, I'm gonna first off grow a sack, and then number 2, I'm going to push up and see if I can grab and get to that rock way at the top of the screen. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go!
What?
No, 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 no!
Oh, you just lost a lot of progress. That's a deep frustration, a real punch in the gut.
Fuck you, buddy. Oh no. Okay, at least I didn't fall to the bottom. I thought I was gonna fall to like all the way to the bottom. Okay. Not mad.
Oh.
Not mad. Not even mad. I ain't even mad. I ain't even mad.
Oof, sorry about that.
Not mad. Not mad. You're not sorry, Bennett. You're not sorry. If you were sorry, you wouldn't have ever even made this game.
Whoop.
Not mad. Not mad. Nope. Nope. Not mad.
Whoop.
Not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad. Not even a little. This game's fun. It's so much fun.
Whoop.
Oh, no, no, no. Yes, okay. No, no, no.
Oh, it happened again. Keep on trying. Don't let it get to you.
Whoop. You talking is gonna get to me more than me falling. I know, like, I could probably turn his voice off. At the same time, it's kind of, I think it's like part of the game. What the? Why am I stuck? Okay, there we go. It's like, no, 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 no.
This thing that we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down. Mary
Can
Pickford.
I not get past the boxes now? Why can I not get past the boxes? I got so far on my first try. I got so far. I mean, I'd watched, like, other people do it, so I knew how to get there, but I got so far. No, 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 no.
Get nasty over, boy. Going down the road feeling bad. I'm going down the road feeling bad. Going down the road feeling bad. And I ain't going to be treated this way. Oh,
Fucking peachy. Stop bouncing. Okay.
Play them blues that boy playing.
Oh, I can. Oh.
Down in the jail on my knees. Down in the jail on my knees. Down in jail on my knees. And I ain't going to be treated this way. They feed me on cornbread and cheese. They feed me on cornbread and cheese. They feed me on cornbread and cheese. And I ain't going to be treated this way. Let's go to town, boy. Hey, buddy. Oh, $10 shoe fits my feet. A $10 shoe fits my feet. $10 shoe fits my feet. And I ain't going to be treated this way. Going where the weather suits my clothes. I'm going where the weather suits my clothes. I'm going where the weather suits my clothes. And I ain't going to be treated this way. Calm down, boy, calm down. Hey!
Just fine. Just fine. Perfectly fine. No, 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 no. Stop bouncing. Stop bouncing. It's when the camera fucking bounces up and down, it also makes the cursor do it, and he reacts to it. I mean, there's one thing that I know is that his arm movements actually hold, like, in whatever physics that he's using for this game, that the power of his arm pushing has, like, a lot of force. To, like, case in point, I can just bounce off stuff like that. So it's like any errant movement can, like, launch you in the wrong direction. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Let's try this again.
Oh. Whoop. Oh.
Ooh. Clean. Clean.
Whoop.
No, no, no. Up. Up. No, no, no,
Oh.
no, 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 no. See, he bounces. No, no, no.
Oh, no.
Okay. I meant to do that. I totally meant to do that. Totally intentional. Completely intentional. All skill. Skilled. No, no, no. He pulled his arm in.
Whoop.
I'm safe. Okay.
Whoop.
Up.
Whoop. Whoop.
Come on. Come on. Up. 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 Okay, there we go.
Whoop.
No, no, no. No. What the? I got stuck. What the heck? Okay.
Oh.
Oh, that is a small ledge. That is a small ledge. Okay. Ooh. No, fine. We're fine. We're fine. Okay. Carefully. Yep. No. We're fine. We're fine. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. We're fine. Okay. Alright. I feel like I'm not close enough. Let's just move myself a little bit. Okay, that looks good.
Whoop.
No, no, no. No, no, no. No launching. No launching. Okay. Alright. 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 Up. Slowly. Slow. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Why is there more? 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 Okay.
Ooh.
Get the pants. Oh. Slower, please. Slower. It's not good for my heart. Okay. Okay. I have to launch again. There's no choice. I hear a bell. I swear I hear a bell.
Whoop.
No, 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 no. Stop. Stop. Okay. Alright. Up. Oh, yes. Oh. Fuck you, Fody. You're a horrible human being. You're a terrible person. Terrible human being. You're the worst.
Whoop.
No! No, 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 no! Oof. Oof. Oof.
Oh.
Okay. This part is not bad. If the cursor would go where I want it to, this part is not that bad. It's just the fact that I'm right next to a complete drop-off. Up. Ooh, ooh, and I get caught in the thumb. But we're good. Thumbs up. Yep, thumbs up. So right on the thumb. wasn't lifting up. I was trying to move him a little. Okay. No jump scare? Okay, good. Oh, no. Slow. Carefully. Precisely. Then I need to catch that lip there without pushing off. So I just need to let the hammer fall onto it. Okay.
Whoop.
Oh. Oh. Carefully. No! Okay, maybe I have to just hook onto that lip and then jump. Like, launch myself. Let's try that. Okay, I'm here.
Whoop.
Oh.
Whoop.
Oh my god. Oh, I made it. I made it. Oh my god.
It feels like we're closer now. Composer and climber,
Yes.
designer and user.
Yes.
You
Yes,
could have
we-
refused, but you didn't. There was something in you that was hidden, that chose to continue.
That was me watching other people rage at this that made me do it. That's what. Oh jeez, come on, that's nothing. Why am I struggling on that? Come on, let's go. Oh, that looks interesting. Okay. That is in a very inconvenient position. Say like that.
Whoop.
No, that's ice. Okay. The ice of that's gonna make that not that great. So let's see here. Let's try it from here.
Whoop.
No. Okay. I need to get higher. How do I get higher?
Whoop.
See, it just slides.
Whoop.
Whoa. Okay. At least, like, I'm fine here. Because at least I'm not in any danger of falling
Whoop.
all the way down. Pretty sure. Pretty sure I'm not.
Whoop.
Oh my god. How
Whoop.
do I get over that? Yeah, it just slides. I was trying to do a small jump to see if I can just hook onto something. What if I just immediately pull towards me? Will it launch me?
Whoop.
Nope, that didn't work. Okay.
Whoop. Whoop.
Alright, try that again.
Whoop. Whoop.
What the hell? How do I get over this one? I don't remember. Mister, I watched other YouTubers do this, so I'm gonna try it now, and I don't remember how to get over this one.
Whoop.
Okay, I'm not mad.
Whoop.
Not even mad. Not even mad. Not even mad. Not even mad.
Whoop.
Jeez. Do I just need to frickin' book it once I get a good, like, hook over there?
Whoop.
Nope. Too shallow. Okay. Oh, no, that is not the way to do things.
Oh.
Okay. Ah, Jesus. Okay. No, no. Stop. 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 Okay. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Alright. Vertical. Vertical.
Whoop.
I don't know how to get over that one.
Whoop.
How do I get over that one? What if I just, like, I need to be higher? I'm getting worse at this. This feels like it should be easy, but it's not. Stop moving around. Ugh. progress.
What?
How do I get over this one?
What?
I don't get it. How do I get over this one? What if I were to, like... Because, like, there are times down there where I just hook onto something and I just go frickin' flying. Let me just experiment here. Okay, that wasn't very well. Get off that ledge. No, that... Okay, there. Am I just... Yeah, I was about to say, am I just bad at this? Yes, yes I am. I'm very bad at this.
What?
You know what? Fuck it. Let's just go. Okay. I still have no idea how to get over this.
What?
Not mad. Not mad. Not even mad. Not even a little.
What? Oh.
Not mad. Not mad.
Oh. Oh. What?
I need to get the hammer up higher on
What?
that. But I don't know how, because if I get on this rock over here, then he just bonks his head right against that thing. Let's just try this one again. And, like, push away.
What?
Nope. That's not it. Nope. Not mad. Not mad.
What?
Oh, man, that's the farthest I'd hit there. This is... Why is this one jump so frustrating?
What?
Oh. Oh, yes. Oh, goodbye, hat. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Oh, no. Is that a pit? Please tell me that's not a pit. Please say that's not a pit. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna yellow it.
What?
Nope.
What?
Okay, it's not a pit. Not a pit. Not a pit. I'm safe. Perfectly safe. Perfectly safe. That's a long jump, though.
What?
What the? Why am I? I'm not even getting
What?
close.
What? 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 What?
Get.
What?
Not even getting close to that one. Stop. And launch. Oh, yeah, I'm not even getting close. Am I just not going through the full motion of the launch?
What?
Okay.
What?
What am I doing wrong here?
What? What?
Nope.
Oh.
No.
What?
Okay. Okay. Do this calmly. Calmly.
What?
I'm not even getting close. I have nowhere near enough air when I get there. That is a long freaking way up. How do I do that?
What?
Yeah, see, I don't feel like I've gotten high enough.
What?
You know what? I'm getting stressed. I'm gonna stop it here for now. Considering that was my first try. I'll stick with that. I got a long way, and it's already stressing me out. I can see why this is so rage-inducing. I am definitely going to take a break, because my hands are shaking. I'm starting to twitch, and it's not doing what I want it to, and it's making me mad. Okay, I'm stopping. Alright, I'm just in it.